All right, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. How are you all doing? It is a new day. It is a new day. Actually, it is the end of the week. So as you guys are popping in, go and get your friends, go and get your pod mates. Let them know that we are on. Let me see if I can drop the link for those who knows. All right, great. So you guys are coming in. Do me a favor. Could you jump back into your pods with the link and let them know that we are on live? I'm trying to see if I can do it, but y'all know y'all could do things so much faster. So grab the link from the live and let's jump in and let them know that we are on live. I'm super excited today because I've got guests coming. We're going to be talking money. Say hi, money. Say hi, money. It's our chance to just talk about some things that we can do to bring in extra income into our. No, there's no Zoom link yet. No Zoom link. So right now we're just on live. Afterwards we'll meet in our regular Zoom link. I couldn't manage all the things. So we're starting here. And as our guest comes in, she'll be in a few minutes. She'll spit some knowledge and then we'll jump into the Zoom for our Elite Legacy Masterminders and for our Legacy Launchers. So what I'm trying to do now, if you can give me some grace, is go grab the link. Hey, Jocelyn, I see you. Okay, good. I'm gonna grab the link because I gotta put it into into our group so that everyone knows where we are. Because everyone's wondering where's the Zoom link. There's no Zoom link. I did it for our regular Friday CEO flow. So as you guys are popping in on the scale of, y'all know how I do, on the scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable do you feel with your knowledge in business credit? How comfortable do you feel with your knowledge on business credit? I want you guys to just be clear because honestly, I didn't know much about it. When I first got into business, I didn't know much about it. A lot of my investments came from my own pocket. A lot of my investment into my business all came from me. It was me investing in me. How many of you guys are like that? And I was smart enough. Let me just say that part where I learned early to keep separate accounts, right? So I learned early to open up. I had a personal account, and then I opened up a business account, and then with that business account, I was able to then open up, then have a credit card linked to that business account. So I was doing that way before I knew that I was doing business credit. So um, I'm dropping it in here so they have it. I want you guys to just tap into that space and know that it's okay, but also know that we're gonna try and know better, right? Because when you know better, then we're gonna do better. So today our guest is one of my CEO sisters that she's given this presentation for so long. When she comes in, she'll give you all her street cred. But let me see who is in here so I can love up on you guys. Here she goes. I see you. I see you. I see you. Uh, I love her. I love her. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I'm dropping this in for you guys. Paste. And then Pod L, paste. Making sure you guys have the access to it. All right. Okay. Whew, all the things. Hi,
Hi,
Regina.
how are you?
Thank you for your grace. Thank you for popping in. I know I probably got you out of something that you were probably busy doing. But yeah, go ahead.
I was actually waiting till 8:30.
My bad.
I don't know why. I thought it was. I don't know. It was 7:30 at first, and then you changed it to 8. I
It
thought it
was
was 8.
7, and then I changed it to 8.
Okay. All right. So I just put it in my phone wrong, but I apologize for that.
No worries. I think when we did your call, it was 8:30. So I think that's probably the when I had to jump in for Regina has a dope event, and we're gonna share all about that within a few minutes. Y'all hold tight. So when I went in to meet with her for that, we had different times. Either way, we are here. Hello, everybody. Do me a favor, tag this out. You're gonna wanna they're gonna want to hear this information. So make sure you add your biz bestie, make sure you tag it out, make sure you do all the things you need to do. And of course, y'all know what to do, engage so that Facebook can do all the things that it does. Let me say hello to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whoever's in there looking. Shout out to the squad. I asked the question on the scale of 1 to 10 in terms of comfort, in terms of knowing much about biz credit. How do they feel? And I'm trying to get an idea of the engagement of people out there. So right now, Ishameen, let's see what she said. She said, not much. I need to know more for sure. Good. Someone out here, see, they say they feel very informative. Good. Sakina says she's halfway. All right. She's a 5. Denise says 1. And then Ishameen said, Regina be on TikTok doing her things. Yeah, she can share more about that. All the goodies. Either way, it's just a space. So this is a group of CEO mompreneurs, and they are at different stages in their business, but they need to know this information because, like I told them when I first got involved with my business, I was the one investing in my business. Everything came from me. I was my primary, middle, and lower. And what I did do during the process is I did learn early to have a separate business bank account. And then because I had the separate business bank account under my EIN, they gave me a credit card through that space, and that began that process. But once meeting you, I learned hashtag type down, there's more. Type it down in the chat. There's so more. Type it down. There's so much more. Just so y'all could just get, there's a reason why I brought her in. So I said, Regina, can you do me a favor and come and school my tribe and give them a little information? We're going to start off a few minutes in our general chat, and then I have my masterminders who are going to ask more deep dive questions. So then we'll switch over to Zoom. I'll give you the link, and then we'll just switch over to Zoom and just give them a little bit of a deeper dive, because they want to know. They want to know. So y'all need to join the mastermind is what I'm saying. Either way, if y'all want to know the extra details and extra fluff, you got to come over. Either way, Regina, tell them all about who you are. Drop your street cred. Let them know why they even want to listen to you. The floor is yours.
All right. So my name is Regina Buckley. I'm the business credit diva. I help business owners build business credit that is not attached to their social. I have been a business owner for the last 15 years, and I found out about business credit exactly 4 years ago. And I found out about business credit when I actually needed it the most. I was denied for SBA loan because a hurricane knocked out the power in my office. And of course, my local clients, they didn't have power. So the money just completely stopped coming in. And I had to figure out, should I pay the bills at my office or should I feed my family? So that was really not a really good decision. So when SBA came around and they was like, we'll give you a $10,000 loan, EIDL, and I applied for it, had a 747 personal credit score, and the loan was actually denied. And it just devastated me. And when they told me the reason it was denied was because I had no business credit profile, and knowing that I had been in business for 11 years at this point, I had never heard about business credit. So I actually went out to learn everything that I could about business credit. I was able to establish business credit for my business within 4.5 months. I purchased a vehicle in my business name. I now have over $300,000 in business credit limits. I have purchased 4 vehicles in my business name with no personal guarantee. Actually started a Turo business using my business credit. And now my specialty and my goal is to every year help at least 100 business owners establish business credit where it is not attached to their social, and they can actually use business credit to actually leverage the things that they need in their business. So that's me in a nutshell. I'm a mother of 6. My major is accounting. So I do have a bookkeeping business that I do bookkeeping, taxes, payroll, all that good stuff. I really don't talk about it much because my main focus right now is helping business owners build business credit.
So that's our street cred, y'all. Just in case y'all was thinking I was bringing an average Joe Schmo from off the street. I mean, y'all know me better by now. You do know me better by now. That the only people that I'm going to bring in are people who are going to save you time and that's going to give you information that you can use right now, that you can activate, and that you can leverage to get further in your business. Type out a 1 if you're feeling me. Type out a 1 if you're feeling this. Awesome. Great. So what I wanted to speak to you a little bit about is, first of all, what is business credit? Let's go deep. Foundation, group rule, because we can't assume everybody even know what business credit is. So what is business credit really?
Business credit is credit that is under your business's EIN number. So just like you have a personal credit profile where it's under your social, it keeps track of all of your accounts, how you make your payments, all that stuff. Well, with business credit is the exact same thing. It's just under the business. Nothing shows up on your personal if you do it correctly.
Awesome. So my first question to my tribe out there, and I need you to type out EIN. Do you all have an EIN number? Type out EIN if you do, type out no if you don't. And this is not calling anyone. This is just bringing awareness to where you are. So we need to have our EIN number in order to start that process, right?
Well, you actually have to have a corporation. So it go a little bit deeper than that. So you cannot build business credit unless you have a corporation established with the Secretary of State.
Good. So now we're going to type out, do we have a corporation, LLC, S Corp, C Corp? If you do, then type out C for corporation, that you have it. And if you don't, just say no, so that later on you can go back and start checking yourself and seeing, what do I need to do to start getting this business credit, which is no longer attached to your Social Security and it's now attached to your EIN number. Now, why don't we want it attached to our Social Security? Tell us what's the challenges if we do have that.
Well, the biggest thing is really no challenge if you do it. It's a personal preference for sure. Okay. But my biggest thing is, for one, if something happens to you personally and you can no longer run your business, or your business is no longer in business. So if you have it attached to your EIN number only, then they can only come after the business assets, the things that the business have. They can only come after the business to pay back that debt.
Yep.
And the reason that happens is because you are not the business. The business is separate from you personally. The other thing is, if you are a business owner and let's just say 5 years down the line, you want to purchase a house. But if you have things from your business debt showing up on your personal credit, that could hurt your debt ratio. So therefore, now you no longer qualify for the house that you can pay for if you just didn't have your business debt on your personal credit reports. So that's reason number 2. Reason number 3 is, let's just say that when you use your credit cards, your personal credit cards, to fund things in your business. Of course, our business needs things all the time. So with business credit, there is no such thing as credit utilization. So if you max out your business credit card, it's not going to hurt your business credit score. But if you max out your personal credit card, it's going to plummet your personal credit score. And a lot of times the credit card companies decrease your credit limits. Well, with business credit, if you max out your business credit card, they increase your limits. So it's totally different. And then you also get 10 times the credit limits that you would if you was using your personal credit. So if you get approved for a $5,000 credit card under your personal credit, more than likely you'll get approved for a $50,000 credit card under business credit.
Oh my goodness, y'all. If this is juicy, type out the word juicy or heart it up so we can know that we're hitting you, because I'm hearing, yes, Lord. I'm seeing most of the majority of folks. Hey, Coach Tawana. Hey, LinkedIn Professor. And someone is saying, say it. Awesome. All right, great. So what would you say are their first step that they should have towards a business credit? I dropped something about Dunn's number earlier, but you tell me, and this is not my lane. This is me going my lane and allowing you to now rain rein your thing. What's the first thing that you feel that they should have to get them prepared? Well, the first three things, if you mentioned one already. So what are the first three things you feel that they should have? And tell them a little bit about where they can find out more with your event.
Well, I would definitely say that what we've talked about here is not going to be the first thing. The first thing is you have to determine, like, if you are a business owner that's working from home, then your first thing you need to do is get a virtual address. That will be first before you even do the corporation or anything. So if you already have a brick and mortar business, then you don't have to worry about a virtual address. But if you're working from home, which most people do these days, then you need a virtual address. The second thing is then you want to go and get you a corporation with the Secretary of State. The Secretary of State in the state that you're actually in, unless you're in like California that charge a whole bunch of fees, and you may want to create a corporation in a different state. And then you want to get your EIN number. And then you get your business licenses, and then you get your business checking account, in that order.
All right. So number 3 was the EIN. Number 4 was the
business checking account.
Business checking account. And what I want you guys to tell me as she's listing them out, tell me what numbers do you have? Just tell me what numbers do you have. And what was number 5, Regina? I'm sorry.
So the business bank account was the last one. So we have well, maybe I gave you the wrong number. So virtual address is number 1, corporation number 2, EIN number 3, business license is number 4, and then business checking account.
That was my bad. All right, great. So we got that up there. Guys, type out the number. Now, does everyone need to have a business license?
Okay, so
I've heard this question a lot.
It depends on the area that you're in. Now, a lot of times I talk to business owners, and like a lot of times the business owners be in Georgia or somewhere, and I say, do you have your licenses? And they tell me that they are not required to have a license in Georgia. But here in Florida, if you are in the county, you have to have a business tax receipt to have a business in the county. But if your business is located in the city, you need to have both a county and a city business tax receipt. And that just basically states that your business is running a business in that area. So every place or every area is going to be different as to if you are required to have a business license or not. Now, if your profession requires it, like if you're a cosmetologist or you are a doctor or you are, a mortgage broker, then of course you need a business license for that. But then every area will determine if you need a business license in that particular area.
Awesome. So like for speech pathology and audiology, I have to have a license. So I usually keep up my license. I actually looked at the license earlier today, and I'm like, ooh, I am about to renew. I have to renew it this year because it has to be renewed every 3 years. So question for you, because they're coming up, is the virtual address your website?
Is the virtual address my website? No, it is not. The virtual address is actually an address that you will use for your business physical location. So you're going to actually find a company like Regis, it's regus.com, or davinci.com. Those are the two that I like. And basically you will contact them and say that you want to get a virtual address, and you will pay a monthly fee to use their physical address as your business physical location.
And what's approximately the price range of the monthly fee?
It all depends on the area that you're in. I mean, there's sometimes it could be $29 a month, and sometimes it's $80 a month. It depends on the area and the location, or the area and how big of the office space that they have. So they determine what the fees are for that.
Okay, awesome. And is it hard to change your address on file?
It's not hard to change, but it's time consuming. So when you change your address, you're going to have to change your address with every person that you do business with, mainly all of the government agencies. You're going to have to change it on your website. You're going to have to change it, and have your website resubmitted to the search engines. So it's just time. It's a time consuming task, but it is not hard to do.
Awesome. They're coming in. Registration with the state and license. Are they two different things?
Yes, the registration with the Secretary of State is creating your corporation. Your license is in your local area. And like I said, every area is not going to require it, but what you're going to want to do is call the Chamber of Commerce or the City Hall to find out what licenses you need in order to have that type of business in their area.
Okay, love it, love it. What is the purpose of that? Is it for mailing purpose? Can you just use a PO box?
No, you cannot use a P.O. box. The purpose of this is that a lot of lenders, creditors, and credit card companies do not want to work with businesses that's working out of their home. Basically, they feel that if you haven't invested into an office space or something like that, that you can actually just close up shop and move on, and then they've lost their investment in your company. So if you actually have a physical business location, they are more apt to approve your loans because they feel that you are more vested in your business, or you're more of a credible business.
Mm-hmm. If you have a physical location for your business, that's fine instead of the virtual address, instead of Regis.
If you have a physical location, you don't need a virtual address.
Okay, good, good. I'm answering all the questions. Why is a virtual address important? I believe she just answered that. And iPostal is also a virtual mailing address option starting at $9.99.
Okay, so with iPostal, yeah, they're cheaper, and they're cheaper for a reason. You ever heard the saying, you get what you pay for? So the reason I did not say iPostal is because a lot of the times, even though they give you an address, when the address is Googled, it come up as a mail shipping supply store, or it comes up as the post office, or it comes up as, a USPS store, a UPS store. And those addresses you cannot use as a physical business address. So it has to be an actual office building that when they actually Google the company, that it's gonna come up as an actual commercial office building. And iPostal, sometimes it do and sometimes it don't.
I freaking love this, guys. That's why we have the professional with us, because a lot of people will tell us stuff. And I've heard 50 million stuff. That's why I was like, instead of just listening to 50 million people, I'm going to bring the business credit diva who this is her thing. And we'll share with you later on the bigger things, like how she took that and got the Toro business and all the what $200,000-$300,000 of business credit. We're gonna get into that, but I do want you to let them know, for those who may pop off, what is your event in June? We're gonna continue, but I was like in the midway, just in case anyone leave, that you extend your invitation. So let them know about that in case anyone is interested in really spending a day, a longer time into Go, you go. Let me not talk.
All right. So I am having a business credit retreat. It's called CEO Levels Business Credit Retreat because there are levels in business, right? So that's why it's called CEO Levels. Basically, the retreat is a 2-day event where you're going to come out to Orlando. We're going to actually help you or understand how to leverage business credit to have a 6 or 7 figure business. Meaning, we're going to talk about sales right now, sales in your business. We're going to talk about TikTok. We're going to talk about marketing your business on social media. We're going to talk about, branding your business. So all of those things are important to have a successful business. So I have my business besties coming out that's going to give y'all some good deets, and I'm going to be talking all things business credit on how you can actually leverage it to actually build it without it being attached to your social, and the things that you can use in your business to grow and scale, hire employees, start an extra business, whatever it is that you want to do with business credit, you can definitely do it. And that's what we're going to be talking about at the retreat.
And what's the link for that? So I could just pop that in just in case anyone needed it. And guys, I will be speaking. So I will be there that weekend. So if you want to come hang out with me and some of my business besties, then feel free to get your ticket and you will see me there. What's the link again, Regina? I'm going to type it out.
It is bit.ly, bit.ly / get your retreat ticket.
Get your retreat ticket. All right, great. All right, so what I want to actually, I should have did it as a banner. What I wanted to do quickly before we stop, because what I'm gonna do for my masterminders and legacy launchers is we're gonna stop it in like 2 minutes, and I'm going to go into our personal Zoom room. And then for that 1 to 5, some of the basic things, I want us to actually see what we can actually get done. It's going to be like a workshop kind of setting for about 10-15 minutes, because I know some of us are going to get off the call and y'all going to forget about this. And I'm not doing that with my peoples. I want to make sure that you activate it. So I did ask Regina if she could give me a few extra minutes so that if you have any personal questions, if you need to do your DUNS number at that time, whatever you need to do to spend 15 minutes in action, so that when either you go over to her group, either you go over to the retreat space, wherever you go, that you come in with with a few steps ahead. I want to get y'all a few steps ahead. So we'll spend a few minutes with that. But they were asking about the DUNS number. So let them know a little bit, the whole squad, what the DUNS number is and where they can continue following you as I type it out for the banner.
Okay, so a DUNS number is your business's 9-digit identifier. So it's not anything that really has to do with building business credit. It's just your business credit profile. So DUNS is actually the largest business credit bureau. And when you have a DUNS number, it opens up a profile for them to actually report your payment activity to. So there's actually 4 business credit bureaus that you need to be focused on, not just Dun and Bradstreet. And that's going to be Dun and Bradstreet, Experian Business, Equifax Business, and Credit Safe. Those are the 4 business credit bureaus that a lot of companies use when they are pulling your business credit. So don't just focus on Dun and Bradstreet. But your DUNS number is basically a 9-digit identifier that separates your business from other companies nationwide.
So is that almost like your EIN number for your business? But
it is not, because your EIN number is it's not nationwide. Like your DUNS number is going to follow you out of the country. Ooh, okay. Yeah, your EIN number is in country.
So that's a good question for my international people. Do they need to look into business credit, or is that something, the information you're giving, is that only for America?
The business has to be registered in the United States. Now they can live in another country, but the business has to be registered in the United States in order to build business credit.
Got you. I think I printed out. Look at the ticker and let me know if I did something wrong. Someone was saying that that says page not found. Get your
add an S at the end of ticket.
All right. Sorry.
I think that's it.
All right. Let me try that again.
If it's not, then it's me. I'll have to look it up.
Girl, no worries. Where else can they follow you if they need to find information? You guys will probably see me drop a link also. If you haven't seen me drop a link already about it.
They can join my Facebook group. My Facebook group is Boss Up with Business Credit.
Come on, let me get this back ticker. All right. Let me go back to comments. All right, cool. Boss Up with Business Credit. With business credit. And she has a huge Facebook group, guys, so you'll be in really good company. If you need to just get more information, I'm sure she'll be talking about the retreat in there. And she goes live pretty much every Thursday, just giving information and other access of how you can work with her. Regina, you're frozen. Are you frozen on your end?
I logged out of the StreamYard. Now I can't find it because I had to log on my phone because my computer wasn't logged in. So now I can't find it.
No worries. So what I'm gonna do now is, it says the site can't be reached. All right, we'll get the site for you. We got you. No worries. And I'll come back and
there it is
for you guys. My apologies. I should have had that ready for you.
Hold on, I got it. Hold on, let me find it and I'll put it in the.
All right.
I can put it in the private chat.
Yep, you can, and I'll drop it inside. So guys, okay. As we are getting ready to wrap up and head into our personal Zoom room, masterminders and legacy launchers, you guys already should know my Zoom number. It's the same Zoom number. So go find the Zoom room, go back and post it in the our messenger group if anybody else needs to know it. And we're going to take that inside our Zoom room. Legacy launchers and elite legacy masterminders, you have access inside. We're going to spend a few minutes with Regina where you can ask her your personal questions. and then we'll dive a little deeper into that. Okay. Before jumping over, you know what we do. Full back her cup. So let us know what was some of the takeaways that you received. Let us know. There she goes. Get your retreat ticket. What did I write? Get your retreat ticket. Oh, you know what? I tell her Bitly is actually case sensitive. Do you guys know that? So if I didn't put the capital G, you're not gonna get it. That's another reason. That's a good lesson for you guys to see. A big reason why I am very leery about using I'm very uh leery when I use retreat Bitly links, because if you are not case sensitive, if you're off by one, like for this one, the case is actually a capital G. And if you're off by that, it will let me show. There you go. It's a capital G. All right. Let me come back over to you guys. Thank you for the information. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, great. So, guys, I hope you got something good out of this. As always, leave your takeaways in the chat below. Let me know what you needed to hear. If you have any questions, keep asking your questions in the chat, and I'm going to and we will answer the questions back throughout the weekend. All right. I'll send it to her, or I'll answer them. Most of them I probably will know the answer to. All right. I love you guys, and I will catch you guys inside of our Zoom room. Bye.